Hello, so in this video I'm going to show you how to create an audiogram, and I'm going to start with my image that I want on the audiogram and the audio. So I'm going to use this client's blog post as an example. I just downloaded this image and then I want to download the full audio as well. So he uses Pippa. If you go to the Pippa kind of embedded podcast here and hit share, it'll pull up these options, one of which is to download. So I'm going to go ahead and download the audio. All right, so I'm just adding that to my downloads. If you have created the audio, you'll already have it downloaded, which is great. And then I'm going to head on over to this app called Headliner. Headliner.app, or you can just search Headliner. It used to be called Spare Minute. So I'm going to use this audiogram wizard to create the audiogram. The first step is to upload the audio file, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now you have an option here to keep the transcripts on, which I am going to do in this case. And then I'm going to hit next. From here, I'm going to select the piece of audio that I want, and since I'm specifically sharing this out to Instagram, I want to limit it to Instagram time here. So it actually is very helpful for you to use these time limit selectors so you know how much space you have to create these audiograms. So for instance, on Twitter, you can have a video that is 2 minutes and 20 seconds long. Instagram is only 1 minute, so I want to use Instagram. And I'm going to go ahead and select a time that works for me. Now that I have the selection that I want to place on Instagram, and it's just a little part of the podcast that can kind of make sense if someone were to listen to it on its own, I'm going to go ahead and click next. And they give you a few different options depending on where this audiogram is going to go. This is going to be a regular Instagram post, so I'm going to select the square, but you do have the options to do one for Instagram stories or for YouTube or a website. But I'm going to go ahead and click the square, and I'm going to add in my background image here. This is, again, I just took this from his website. Go ahead and make it into a full square. So crop that down to a square. Now we have this wave type at the top here, and then also the position of the wave. So you can use this to do middle or bottom. You can also select it and drag it wherever you need it to go. I'm going to leave it on the bottom there. You can change the color to anything you'd like, so you can click around here, change it to a different color. You can also paste your hex code, so if you have a specific color that that client uses or that you use, you can paste that in here as well. I like to use something that, pick a color, use it the same for every audiogram, I like that. And then the wave type, so there's a few different types. Depending on how you want it to look. You have round bars, a little squiggly line, more of a curved line. It's almost like a skinnier line there. You've got the bricks going upwards. You've got a little pixelated. You've got an equalizer. That one's kind of fun. It's a little bit of different color, but that works. I usually just go with the usual, but it's your preference here. Again, I just keep using the same one every time if I were you. All right, now I'm going to go over to Create Project, and this is where you get a little bit more editing capabilities for the audiogram. You can edit the captions that come up with the audiogram. You can also add in little notes or extra slides if you need to, and you can, like I said, continue editing it. So once that pulls up, we will take a look at that. So you have at the bottom here 3 different options. You can add in text. You can add in text to say different things if you wanted to. For the most part though, I think just having the audiogram, you've already created your image in Canva or whatever, that should be fine. You've got the picture down here. You can add in multiples if you want. One picture is usually fine, and then you've got your audio down here as well. There goes my dogs. You want to edit the text here based on what is in the actual audiogram, and make sure that it lines up. And you can change the style here. So for instance, I actually want this text to be at the top, so I can move that. You've got different styles. You can have it a bit bolded and just white. You can have a little italics. You can have it very large. You can have it on the dark background, shadowy, text centered. I like to use the default one. I think it's what people are used to seeing, but you can really use whatever you like there. You have more editing options here you can play around with as well. So go ahead and hit save. And then I'm going to go through and edit these captions and show you how to upload the video in a moment. So once you have your audio edited, it's ready to go. You just click export here and that will export this. Now you can type in your email address. It'll give you a little notification when the video is ready. You can also add in an intro and an outro if you have something specific, but these have to be video files that have already been created. And then I'm going to go ahead and click export. Now you can stay on this page. It will give you a little bar here and it will tell you when it's ready, or you can navigate away from this and it'll give you an email when it's ready either or. It'll send you the video and it's ready for posting.